season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Aggies have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. He'll bring it out. It's Fossey. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give from the gun. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. Let's talk about App State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. He uncorks one deep. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
This offense has it with really good field position. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. To the ground with the back. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Thanks to grab. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on third down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. They're on the board first here in the season opener. When they have something to cheer about here. This Kyle Field crowd is the most choreographed group in all of college football.
They've got so many chants and cheers that I had no clue about Reese until we visited. And you see it's choreographed, it's perfect together. And how about this choreographed start? Exactly how they drew it up early, getting this place going bananas.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lawson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. A strike downfield. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Yeah, it's a really good job with the misdirection, right? Bringing somebody's one direction with so much speed, the defense reacts. Now you bring another guy the other direction. Hard to see one and then react to the other, especially with that kind of speed on the field, and that's why you had a big play.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
He's in the tight end in motion. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hamlet. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Breaks the tackle. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
And the Mountaineers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you've just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped him.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give out of the gun. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long.
You're going to stop the run game. You better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
That's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the gun, the inside give. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He fires one deep over the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. You've got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. And that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
The Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, the defense was in cover two, which means they had 2 safeties playing deep, and they took everything away from the quarterback vertically, forcing him to have to try to check it down. And a great job by the linebacker, jumping the throw and getting the pick.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Fletcher. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and you know, they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Here's a heat. He'll try to do it himself. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, the quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown, Aggies. A great catch and run for 6.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And he tacks on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lawson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Here's the handoff. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Got a man, it's Simmons. They are able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives.
Trickery and deception. They snap it to the up man. And no guts, no glory. They pick up the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Fires deep toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
You just feel like the sense of urgency is going up for this offense. Now, they haven't had that many possessions so far in the game, and because they've got no points now, it feels like the quarterback's starting to press. He's trying to make it happen on his own, taking a shot down the field. Another incompletion for this offense. They can't get anything going.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Got a man. It's Simmons. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And the Mountaineers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Quick completion on the out route. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Touchdown, App State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Pride. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Finds his man open. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole 1st half, and he delivers. And they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. He'll bring it out. It's Lawson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. This time he's got his man. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Wilson to pass. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the 3rd quarter and get it back with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning, and you failed. Now this defense
brings into the open. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Motion from the wideout. They'll ride the hot hand. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Extending the play. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Heading to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
Coming out with it, it's Lawson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to... Sends it downfield. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and he lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Mountaineers. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Still down big here in the 3rd quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back, looking for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up.
There he goes. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him.
Got some room in to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
It's complete to the right. Got the completion, but couldn't quite maneuver his way in. He'll be inches short of the score. Still a lot of time to go here in the third quarter, but they want the ball back right now with an onside kick. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit like...
Continues to fight for yards.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They'll give it to him again. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Riley. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The Aggies will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie! They'll try to tack one more on their score. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Wilson will throw. It's complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
All right, nice job by the QB. It's third down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest.
Lofts one high and deep. He's got it inside the 15. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. The Mountaineers are on the move. He's looking to pass. Looking to get it in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, App State.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw.
Turning it on. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Inside the 30. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Aggies. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Lawson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field.
Timeout, Appalachian State.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wilson to pass. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And if this offense wants to get back in this football game, I think they're going to see a lot of this. Defense playing a little bit more zone, conservative, great eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, batting the ball down. They're going to force you to throw the football.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got another 25. Touchdown, Appalachian State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Pass to 50. Pass to 30. He's at the 10. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
How about the job by this field goal block here? They didn't take the play off. They get penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It takes a good balance. Next thing you know, you're scooping it up, you're taking it the other way, and putting 2 points on the scoreboard.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Now adjusting. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use his speed to beat offensive tackles and get to the QB.
Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Bussy. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
It's a nice job running the end route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Texas A&M will snap it in the red zone. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Fry. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Hey, Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the third touchdown.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter, and they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wilson will throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. Past the 20. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggie.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this last game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
He'll bring it out. It's Lawson. Hold down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy
Trying to get behind the defense. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Ready? Smoke nine. Smoke nine.
Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
The Aggies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down.
180. Kill, kill, kill.
The option look. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense has it. They're on the move. Racing to the right. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Right on the money. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
After getting that fumble, if you're on offense here, you've got to be thinking touchdown, right? So after that run play, this is a big 3rd down opportunity to either stay on the field or score a TD. You wouldn't feel very good if you only walk away here with a field goal.
They'll try to sneak the wide receiver past him on 1st and goal. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Wilson to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they made it tough. And now the offense faces 3rd and goal.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the 4th quarter.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. USC is currently ahead early in this one inside the Coliseum, but unlike the days of Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart, they just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Nebraska. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force.
Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for room. It's Mason. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Shoots it to the left. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
For this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. On the move. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a 1st down. Nice balance by this offense.